We are back with you now on Wave Listens Live, and we are back with Exum Group as well. More guests joining Jackie and myself here on the set because, as we mentioned before, Exum Group has so many wonderful people they partner with in the community to help you with the senior transition. So a couple of folks next to Jackie I'd like to introduce you to now. I have Kelly Miller, the Community Services Representative for the Springs at Oldham Reserve and Trilogy Health Services. Welcome to Wave Listens Live.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Angela Feltz joining us as well, the Community Services Liaison for the Springs at Oldham Reserve and Trilogy Health Services. Welcome to you as well.
Thank you.
Before we get to some of the great information that you guys are providing, I want to start with Jackie because, as we did in the last segment with Dr. Wilson, again, so many wonderful partners you bring, and want to know why you chose these two today.
Well, my team has been a big fan of Trilogy for a long time. You know, this community in Oldham County is relatively new, but Trilogy has a long-standing history of providing quality senior services in the Louisville area. And so for several years now, we've been in partnership with multiple Trilogy communities. And we sell a lot in Oldham County. Several of our team members live in Oldham County, and so we were very excited when Oldham County opened up the newest Trilogy campus there. So we are thrilled to have them in Oldham County, and we'll talk a little more about this at the end, but we have an exciting community presentation coming up tomorrow that we'll share with you about.
A lot of people want to learn more about that. Okay, so I want to go to you now, Kelly, because we've gotten to learn a lot about senior living thanks to you and the team here and being with us a lot on Listens Live. I've learned a lot as well. So I think one of the things that we've gone through a lot is there are different types of services. There are different levels maybe of care. So let's talk a bit about that now and some things that you want people to know, maybe you wish more people knew about.
Yeah, you know, and that's a really great question because I think that really the levels of care have very much evolved over the years.
Probably improved.
And they definitely have improved. You know, one of the things that I really love about the Springs at Oldham Reserve is that we're able to offer literally every level of care that's available to folks that is needed from a healthcare standpoint. So we start from independent living, we offer assisted living, we have memory care options. You know, we do have some people that just come and go for rehab services, maybe after a hospital stay, but then we also have long-term care options too if you need to be in a community from a long-term standpoint. So.
Okay, so outside of having all these levels of care, these great options there, Angela, I want to go to you for a second about some of the other aspects that maybe make the Springs at Oldham Reserve a little different than some of the other communities that maybe people have toured or heard about before.
Yeah, so kind of piggybacking off what she said, I mean, we have all the levels of care, so it's really easy to like live in place. So if you start off in one care and end up needing another, you don't have to leave. You already are part of the family and you can stay.
If you maybe start at one level and then need some expert level of care that goes up the ranks, you don't have to go to a whole nother facility, which is huge if you've already made one of those big moves, which you know all that goes into that.
Exactly, and the other thing that is very valuable in having multiple levels of care within one community is often we see spouses that have two different care needs. And so who wants to separate a couple that's been married for 50 years, right? No, nobody wants to do that. We want to house them under the same
down the
community.
hall. Right.
So if somebody needs a higher level of skilled care and somebody might be independent living or just need assisted living, they can safely be there.
Which is a huge factor, like you said, if a lot of people are going through this as a married couple. Okay, Kelly, let's talk a bit about the area specifically, where it's located, this facility, and then the areas that you service.
Sure. Well, so as Jackie had alluded in the beginning, we are new to the Oldham County area, which is great because I think that area was really underserved. So we're really happy to be there. We're actually part of the new Oldham Reserve development. So we're right off of exit 22 if you're coming up 71, which can be a little scary these days. But,
a little bit of traffic, but that's because it's a great area.
It is. It's building and growing, and we love that about it. But we are literally right past Baptist LaGrange and the Rawlings Group. So we're really one of the very new developments out there in Oldham Reserve.
A lot of folks in Louisville work out in those areas, especially for Rawlings as well. So they'll be familiar with the area. Angela, I want to talk a bit more about Trilogy as a whole, because we mentioned this is a part of that Trilogy services and why that's big for people who are looking at moving into a place just like this.
Yeah, so Trilogy has very high standards, and so once you've been in a Trilogy community, you've been in them all. They're just,
in a good way.
In a good way. In the best way possible.
Yes.
everyone is just like family. We just again have very high standards. Customer service is huge for us, very important. So we follow through on everything we say.
You guys have been on before for other segments, and I think the local factor is probably another big aspect of why people love Trilogy and the different areas that you're able to service.
Yep.
Jackie, okay, let's talk about that event that you alluded to, because we got a couple minutes left, and I want to make sure people have times to take notes and make sure they can be a part of this.
Yes. So tomorrow we are offering a lunch and learn at their campus, Springs of Oldham Reserve. Tell me the address again.
It's 2000 East Peak Road. We're in LaGrange, and that's 40031.
Now, we are almost at capacity for this event. So we are requesting people call us today if they would like to come. The phone number is, you can RSVP to me, 502-225-3303, and let us know if you're interested in coming. We will try and squeeze you in. We also have another event penciled in for April the 10th, Wednesday, April the 10th. It'll be the same time at noon, also a lunch and learn. But this will be a panel-style presentation with Kelly from the Springs, myself and Amanda from Exum Group. We have an estate planning attorney that will be there as well, and a financial advisor. So it's sort of the whole realm of needs in one presentation, available to answer questions and help.
Which is big time, because you guys get to come on and we get these segments, which, you know, they're 6 or 7 minutes, and we try to get in as much as we can. And so a lot of people maybe are left with questions. This could be a great place to get some of those answers.
Absolutely. And I do want to add that our team is really pushing for community education this year. So we do want to offer to the WAVE viewers an opportunity to have us out to your own community to speak, and along with our partners. So we're going to give away 2 free lunch and learns today. Just give us a call if you'd like to be entered for that, 502-225-3303. First 2 callers will get that booked. But church groups or neighborhood groups or social groups, give us a ring.
Great to know. Okay, well, Jackie, thanks for being here today and for bringing these wonderful guests. Kelly and Angela, great to meet you, and it's wonderful to hear about the new facility. I know a lot of people, especially because we talked about that area is very popular.
It is.
We'll be excited to learn a bit more, hopefully tomorrow at the lunch and learn. Okay, all right. Thanks for being with us. Stay with us here on Wave.